I'll take your silence as agreement. All right, suit yourself. At least we'll be there soon, and I won't have to put up with any more of your glum silence. Yeah!
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Hold up your eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we won't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz. I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank!
Go away, Mutt. You'll get nothing from me. Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours!
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the scope.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure thing, Henry. How's about a little wager to spice it up?
What do you want to wager?
Look, if you lose, how about you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky?
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
Come. On then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Ha ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. My God, I'm done. Courage. Here. Aye, that'll do. Here. My God! Oh, come on! Kurva! Damn your eyes! You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you. Why not? Because you cheat. And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
Henry, come here. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's...
And I must... Let's see if... But we might... If had... Kiss and bud... How about...
You're in...
So then...
Just a bit...
Let's...
Oh.
Keep... You've got on. Here's a... Have that ready.
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Ah, don't worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again, that... Well, not even a dog would eat.
I never knew you were such a gourmet. All right, let's go. A bit of sword play will give you an appetite.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
That got you panting, eh?
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way. Good. Good. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Pretty good. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Good, Henry. Sweet. My word. You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Nice. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Your first hit.
Right on the head. Nice block.
Let sparks fly.
Now that's what I thought, mate.
Ow! Kurwa!
How do you do it?
He'll be on his back. Go for it.
Now that's what I call sword.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
That must hurt. Don't you think you should yield?
Come on, Henry.
Fuck me. How do you do it? I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. It feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oates? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we'd drag you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ach, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble.
I heard he insists on and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Well, that's because we trained with weapons. They're good in a skirmish, but sometimes it just comes to fists. And putting a fella half a head taller than you on his arse, especially when he thinks he's tough as nails. Ha! That's pure poetry.
True, true. Just make sure you're not the one getting knocked on his arse.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ballsack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound? All right. What was that?
Pána je u muziky, směje se na chasníky, jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a...
don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey!
Hands off her, you brute!
What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? It's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now!
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side!
Oh, his torch is quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah!
Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky? Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me. There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up
Use your
there.
head. Be careful.
Get a move
Stick
on.
behind me.
You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Sacra.
Footprints.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you want us to think that
Get
you
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stuff in the back, pitch black. Will all your torch darted blind you? Leave it out. Catching some naked men before, better than getting killed in a skirmish.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead. Quietly. Use your head. Be careful. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
Shouldn't you be
Stand
keeping
still.
watch instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be
Run,
found half dead
quick.
somewhere on the bank, not here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Just can't see shit from up there.
No, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Put him up! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top.
Take cover.
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rock, I'll stay here.
Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans!
I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see.
Where is he? way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go. But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca!
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake!
If anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Oh, don't give in to it. Hang in there. We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I swear, I won't leave you.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents, they're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think again,
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
of the scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him. How are you? Little, I'm not take.
Thanks, but I need...
You, I found no doubt if I...
Oh my God.
Bushen, I'll go... I've seen fellas in worse states, but in better ones too.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't... Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Ah, I feel like a new man. Hans, can you hear? I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion. It can either put
I will.
Well,
Is there
you, I've got, but I the best you ought.
easy as pie. I can do that. Ma,
Christ, we need, say, at the back of you go along.
great.
All right, seeing
I understand. Maybe I could.
the Lord.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well,
Where should I...
when you head and when you're done with that,
True.
I'll sort out.
All right. Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. Can't be in the ground soon enough. Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. purple flower. Sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. I should eat something. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Burgos, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgos. And I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von... Hey, what?
Ah! Sick 'em, ground.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Ah! Show what you're made of! Shit! Shit! Run! No! I don't want to die! Ah!
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. Empty. I'll have to go somewhere else. Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you...
But for sure they wasn't fun, but they sure sounded keen to... Look here, God be praised. So, you're
Well, Sir Hans is the young Lord of Light. We were heading... And as God... I'm thankful...
Well, you
weren't.
Promises are made to be broken. But...
Sure. What about...
But what... I get... But you...
All right. I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemy.
That's... And not... I have a...
I can read.
I'll
take...
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. What are you waiting for? Pour it in there. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
I could go for something to eat now.
That decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I just told you. Toth.
You know his name, so he's no stranger to you. That could mean you'll meet him again. Or on the other hand, it's a deception and he wants to ensnare you in a trap, one way or another. You should watch out for yourself.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your...
True enough.
To be honest, we were fine. I thought, and luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does.
Dude?
Quite a lot. We came here. We have to get...
Not far.
All right.
I'll prepare a bit of...
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done.
I have I want to take... It's not all that...
Thanks, pal.
No doubt.
Hans is right. God bless.
And...
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
I should eat something.
All places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him. the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get... You're still my...
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on! I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking
fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow.
Nothing will be fine. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nick. Instead of sitting here with...
It's not your fault they died.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good, even though it...
We'll keep the promise we made at Paget. Best way to... We'll get inside the cat.
Audentes
fortune juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers. We can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full... My word, I ain't seen you here before. Don't worry, I'm Catherine. Oh my... Oof.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much. Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my...
Is anyone you know?
I heard some talk about your captain. Oh? What was that?
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
I hope my uncle don't let me down.
That's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine.
We need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
That's the most important thing.
What?
Enjoy yours while you still got it. Are you pissed or something? You're young and fit.
No.
Then get ready. You pair, so you'll...
Can't it wait?
Oh, why? Over there by the gate. My old... The second door. You have to... If you just 2 men can...
All right, we'll do it. Carrying for sure is...
Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to... Where are you actually...
Scarlet.
But I know...
I heard some...
young when rich...
But not right now. My belly would get in the way.
Could I get to the...
I don't know.
Will...
How should...
Who is...
Can't you... Old young... They used...
Where...
Had some... What's that? If you want young...
Is that all...
What else?
Is that all...
What else is there to...
I'll go and discuss it.
And Cap... Aye, coming right up.
Loud. Come on. Everyone knows about it.
Careful!
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is,
It's definitely...
I did...
What? Don't keep...
Von Bergov is about to leave the camp.
Sacra!
Calm down. Let me finish. Young Lord is in...
Why should...
Because...
Oh, that's... And that...
I'll come up with some...
I will...
There's some...
I know...
We can...
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my no...
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a no...
Come on.
Maybe not now, but what about people will... As if the...
Work? And
Henry...
Would that be some...
Not so far. Orator, laborator, and now which... So if you find me a...
So...
But it turns... Pure... In short... Are you... I sim...
They say...
What do you... It's not... And if I hadn't... I mean it.
Suit yourself. Right.
Well... but as soon as... Although...
How Jen...
I know...
Careful!
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Tankard of ale, thanks.
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
God bless.
Taking the time again. Says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
The river there has a powerful current.
You rake! You ought to be ashamed he's talking about.
Go through that.
Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even wrong.
Right. Listen to this. Ei in convict probatio, qui susit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Pour me one.
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. Forget about you do either.
The burden of proof. What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your
I am.
I am, Sir Han. You're starting to bore me.
No apology, then. It looks like...
Oh.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your
I give you a chance to... Get ready to...
Oh,
you scum...
Kill you?
It was him! No! Yeah! Don't spare him! Oh! Now we'll have you, you scum!
Shame on you!
No chance! Hey! Get away from him!
This is unbelievable!
Enough's enough! Time to die, you bastard!
Nice!
Herman!
Let him have it!
Get him, you Hodson!
You'll pay for that! Go fuck yourself!
You'll kick the bucket, you shit!
Russ, let him have it! Yeah! Don't spare him!
You haven't a chance, bastard!
Wir werden dich ausnehmen!
This is unbelievable! You'll pay for that!
Scheiße! You won't get me! Scum!
Nice hit!
Get the... Christ! That must hurt!
Hey! Get him!
These days, no one's ever really safe. Hear that? That's your death zone. Slice him up!
Hey! Help! He's too much for me! You kick the bucket, you shit!
Filthy vermin!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't... Just who the...
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through? Better keep your mouth shut!
Well, that's something...
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it! You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened...
And let him in. If it hadn't been... We've been in the...
I don't believe it!
Who else is to... You're just a...
Hey, let's just...
You were...
Oh, that's enough. I understand. I can...
That's
You don't really...
I'm perfect. That's it. You're like a...
Well...
And...
Oh, come on.
Don't you cape on... I have to consider what...
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Master Otto!
Hey! Open Bogo!
Oh, shit. Why?
Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Come for a whipping, eh?
Tell me then, what did he give you for it?
Sure, I tell you, and you dob me in.
Are you crazy?
My respects to
Why
your
would I dob
service.
you in?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, don't
just
think
drop
you're
it,
going
will
to
you?
curry my favour.
Gossiping about it won't do anyone any good.
You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out. You never know.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go walking about like this.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it was now someone stealing cabbage from the...
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't say, do I? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
welcome. You can a few ice.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. And for if you and we're on the road, I can't. Mate.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Careful!
Auf Wiedersehen.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. Very important. I was supposed to do.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it was.
Oh, so it could.
I don't really care.
Would you like?
There's no.
Do you know?
I haven't.
He's losing.
I know. But now it's.
I have to be going. I hope you find.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the.
Well, if you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way!
And if I give you...
At least I know you won't...
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am...
All right.
That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
Oh, Oh, I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I heard you could use a help.
What are they?
Henry.
You should.
Yeah? My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Get to it. I want to see how you'll fare. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better. But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Oh, Jesus, it has to be even! Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Hurry up now. It's cooling and you're not doing anything. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The sparks are flying nicely. That's the ring, yo. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. The ring you want. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father...
He'd certainly be...
If you carry on, it's all... That's if you work evenly. Each strike falling right next to the last one. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the... And of course, any question...
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in and you can...
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some... You're pretty good. Right, you can get...
Just like...
Sack. You take... Once you make...
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right. Why not?
All right. I agree.
Pleasure doing business. God be with you. Careful!
You're having problems with the Zhelyevites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest the winter and last
Gracious.
Not yet, I'd pay.
What
Dope, I'd hate to.
Well,
Right, this,
all right.
listen, all of you. Now, simple.
Haynes.
Right, first. I don't. And daft try it if you put the what?
All right.
And remember.
Right. Show me your wares.
Ah, well, what can you do? Farewell, then. I'd like something to eat.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi.
Do you want me?
Just so.
Have you?
There's only... But I...
All right.
Go ahead.
Gladly.
God bless.
Fuck! I'm bleeding! What the fuck did you do that for? It was you! Murderer! Guards!
You want to kill me? You fool!
Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Ja!
Whoa! Whoa!
But what do they say? Pay and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Pay! Have you killed? Pay! Are you the devil himself? Pay and you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies
On
may be
yourself?
full,
I've
but
no
their
need
heads
to.
are
I saw you have quite a nice bull here.
Do you mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbram, or rather, Olbram belongs to the old...
He watches the bull.
Oh,
Do you think Olbram would...
It'll put some sense back into your head and chase away the demons.
What's going on around?
He's got, I hope, one.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a if you.
I can't keep up with all those girls of yours. Besides, we were both fucking most of them.
Where did you say the...
If you.
Would you happen to...
They.
Any other news?
Recently, I.
Why?
They.
Aren't we...
That.
Do you have any...
By the way.
That sounds...
Then, by the way, if he takes a bit.
Oh?
You'll. And that's.
Thanks. I'd like...
And.
Your Italian friend. A travelling merchant you had one big... And as for my meter, listen properly. Chubby Clara never says no.
Just for tonight.
It can be arranged. Payments in advance. And I don't want to see any tomfoolery.
See? It fits perfectly.
Not
Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Hey, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Hey!
God! God! Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go! Ka! Ka!
Up! Up! What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. But there's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Have you seen Pavlena anywhere, Henry?
First, I have to have something to pay back. Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes... I'm very... What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself. I know I'm...
All right, good wife.
Thank and my own...
Have you seen a stray...
I'm sorry. If I were...
Do you think...
I don't know. You wouldn't be the... Maybe...
First, I have to have...
It was good to see you, my friend. Any news, Henry?
Don't worry. I'm sure I'll find her soon.
You must.
You don't look too good. You should see the sawbones.
My, that's nothing out of the ordinary for me. But thanks. I'll go and see him.
I'd like to discuss the price. Sure, why not?
Here. That's a bit on top.
Well, well, thank you very much. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
People? You're a bit picky, aren't you?
What can I do for you?
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see?
I haven't seen Justy.
Where can I find
Siegfried? Here, in the tavern, he said one.
Do you know where? Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. Now then we hand...
I'd like to...
Why, if you don't, maybe you...
Fine. I'll go and see.
For a bit of rum. See? It fits perfectly. It does not. Nobody
Sweet Virgin Mary! Did you get hit by a horse?
'Tis but a scratch.
The washing's only going to get wet again. Don't shove. My God, what happened to you?
No, I got a bit of a scratch somewhere. There's nothing.
Greetings. Do you need something?
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
All right. Why not? Hey, that'll do.
access the riddle to some Gutenberg damage.
My God!
One beer after another.
What will it be?
My dog got lost.
I am just working. See? Here, he said.
Do you know? Tell me.
This out then. And
I'd like.
why if you made?
Fine.
What would you like?
I'd like to try the fights.
Why not? But it won't. If you don't, maybe you could.
Fine.
And maybe it wouldn't linger on if you got boozed up before bed and then gave your bishop's hat a good polish.
My God, what happened to you?
What did I do to you?
What would you like?
I need a bath.
Certainly, my.
Do you have some pretty girl here who could keep me company?
My girls know how to make a fella.
Well, I really need.
All right.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Sorry. Seems I don't have.
No coin?
I need a bath.
Certainly.
Tend to my wounds.
All right.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Sorry.
Then I'm sorry.
Show me your wares.
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
You're bleeding. Do you need some help? Welcome, my good man. Karl von Unterbrick is the name.
I'm Henry.
No, honest looking.
Yes.
You envy me.
Of course.
Well, and
You're selling something.
of course,
Gifts from heaven.
just what for all night.
What do you...
Well. And what do you want here? Why do you...
Show me your wares.